We recorded!
All right.
I just like to
Paul,
see the difference in the sound waves. Wait, John's not here. I don't see
I am. I'm here.
You don't see John?
Whoa. Oh, there you are,
John's here.
John! Johnny 5 is alive.
Yeah. All right,
Yo,
Paul,
can I
do
show
what you
you
came
something?
to do.
Check this out, okay, right? So, I work at the Starbucks, and, we got the snowman cookies, right?
Oh, man.
So, check this out. I walk in the back room, right, to get a sip of my drink.
Uh-huh.
And I see the snowman cookie in the partner bin.
Is this on the record?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm allowed to share this story.
Yep. Okay.
So I say, oh, this snowman cookie's free. So I say, I'm about to snatch it. And then I'm like, no, I'll wait till after we close in case somebody else wants it. Because I was going to buy some anyway because my grandma loves snowmen. So I was going to get her a bunch to go over to the hospital. Like, Grandma, look, I brought you snowman cookies. What's up? Because I'm your favorite grandson. What's up? Anyway, so I look at the snowman cookie, right?
Yeah.
And he's decapitated.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
did
like,
not expect
no
that.
wonder no one wants him. So then I was thinking, decapitated snowman cookie, but I don't care. I'm still going to eat him because he ain't got no hair. Just like me, put this on blast. Welcome y'all to the OK Podcast.
Oh, my gosh. I did
Bam!
not expect a Fresh Prince
What's up?
rap verse.
Shoot. Yeah. I told y'all. What
Oh,
episode
wow.
is this? 20?
20?
19?
No,
20?
19 or 20.
20?
Let me look. We have to look.
I think it's 20.
We have to look, guys. It's 20. This is our 20th episode. 20 months we've been doing
We
this.
have done this 20 times.
20. Well, we've
So
done
I
it like
wrote-
24 times. Well, actually more
I
than
wrote
that.
a new song. That's
We
the
did
new
all the
song.
episodes
That's
with the
going to be
guests.
on the next album. I got a new studio chair too. It's got wheels and,
nice.
It's great.
I bought my quote unquote studio chair from Hosperis Thrift Shop in E-Town for like $5 back in the day, and it served
That
me well.
sounds like a great place.
I've written papers on this thing. I've played guitar.
Wait a minute. You've written papers while sitting on the thing, or you've written papers about it?
No, just while sitting on it. Yeah,
Oh, okay, cool.
I should write.
I would read a
about it.
paper about your chair.
Yeah. I
Hey,
would.
so
Great.
welcome, John Oliver to the OK Podcast.
John!
Hey, good to be here.
If you guys
John's a
did
great
not
name.
catch any of our Instagram posts or the show on November 20th, John laid down some sweet bass for us that day, and so we figured let's have him on. Let's keep it rolling, you know.
John, do you play upright bass?
No, I wish.
That's cool. We'll get you one.
It scares me.
I don't.
There's no frets.
Where's that money coming from, dude?
When we fell out.
Well, okay.
Whoa, dream big. Anyway.
What was I gonna say? Something awesome.
I don't know. Of course.
I don't know, man.
We did a show.
Yeah, we did a show on November 20th. Let's start with, so hold on. This is an interesting opportunity because we were here, you and me, Paul. Oh, also shout out to Nick, who's not on this podcast, not because we don't love him or anything, just weird scheduling things. So
You have to love him.
when you reach
But
the
anyway.
end, when you reach the end of a month and you're like, oh, we have a podcast due out on Monday,
Yeah.
and then you try to schedule it, it doesn't always work out. But here's my thing. Paul, you and I and Nick, we were here pretty much from the beginning. I was here from, for sure, the beginning. You were sort of here from
Correct.
the beginning.
Correct.
And so we were around when the songs kind of came around. And
Oh, yeah.
John, what was your experience like getting to kind of jump in, like a week and a half before a show and get introduced to like 10 brand new original songs and then a couple covers? What was that experience like?
Well, I mean, just to be completely honest, I didn't realize one of them was a cover. So it was 11 brand new songs and one cover for me. But I don't know. It was pretty awesome, actually. Loved the music, love the vibe and stuff, and so was really anxious and happy to jump right in and just kind of, get to be part of that. And it's that's what me and Zach were talking a little while ago, man. The people that showed up at the show that I know, man, they're all just that they love it. It's good music, it's good vibe, and yeah. It went well.
Awesome.
But yeah, I loved kind of like, I didn't know what to expect, to be honest, because I really didn't. And so when you sent me the tracks and the demos and stuff, I was like, oh, okay, I can get down to this. Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah.
You know, there's a certain amount of like cockiness, I think, that comes with, like, I don't even give myself credit for this. Like, just to be in a band with like Paul and Nick, I know we're good just based on that. Like, Nick and Paul specifically could create a great song around a crappy composition. Like, I know they could do that. But just knowing that we're like better than halfway decent, you know, like that we're of good quality, at the very least, that we have good quality stuff.
It's true.
It's always interesting to see how other musicians respond, because like when you go to any given show in the United States right now and there is an unsigned band playing, there's like an 85% chance that they're not going to be all that good.
You're not wrong.
Have
But
you
they
got-
have
you
money,
know-
and that's how they got there.
Well, maybe some of them, and they all deserve to be there because music is like this beautiful thing that everyone can do, and you know, like if you've got the guts to get on the stage, like you could do it. You know, that's America, baby.
True. Yeah.
But
Freedom.
you kind of usually expect when someone's like, "Hey, bro, we've got a show coming up. You want to lay down some bass tracks?" You'd be like, "Yeah, sure, man, I'll be there." And then like the songs are halfway decent. You know, you're like, "Oh, okay, this was a Wonderwall ripoff," and yada yada. And I've been there. I've been that guy.
Yeah, but it wasn't even halfway decent. It was good. It was
what?
good music
Thank
from the rip, you know? And so, I mean, yeah, all I did was play the bass, but the bass, I mean, it was already written. It was already, you know, and like I said, that's the feedback I'm getting, man. I've got, my daughter's gone to school and told a bunch of her friends. There's a cult following in sophomores and juniors right now in the high schools down here.
That's what we need.
Yeah. And, you know, all of my friends were like, I didn't expect that. I didn't really know what to expect. That was good. You guys were good. And so,
Man, that feels good. Feels good to hear that.
Woo! Warm in my northern soul.
what Northerners?
Yeah, like oh,
Oh,
oh man.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Except the ones from Ohio. Oh,
Yeah, that.
Oh no. Oh gosh. Hey, I had this thought while I was in the car the other day. I think as a band, the band that we presented at the show, right, the four of us, we are on average from Ohio. Does that make any sense?
I'm so
on average.
mad
If you
right
average
now.
us out, we're from Ohio.
Only if it's Youngstown. Only if it's Youngstown.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
We have to play
Shout
West Side
out.
Bowl.
West Side Bowl.
We have to play West Side Bowl. I think they're pretty booked right now, but we can probably maybe get in there like March.
Yeah, we should try and get in next year. And I want
Yeah.
some of that pierogi pizza, man.
Oh, the pierogi pizza.
Oh. Woo!
Man, what a show.
Life-changing.
We got to get in there when
that's
it's not
great.
freezing cold, though.
I didn't mind the cold, but
Like,
that's
I know
cool.
that's what I
respect
want to
your
do with
opinion.
my life. Like, I want to tour the country and the world and play music. But if I could only tour when it's not freezing cold, that would be awesome.
Nah, man, we're gonna like tour in Moscow in like the dead
I
of
want
winter.
to play on a flatbed semi trailer in the middle of February in Alaska. That's what I want.
Yes.
If we got
Yes,
booked for
let's
that,
do
someone
it.
was footing the bill for that, I'm in. Watch us get really big in
All right.
Russia. Just like just huge in Russia, and then we're like constantly just.
Don't get me started
cold.
on Russia, bro.
We could probably
Anyway.
find a market in Germany for sure.
Yeah, I could see that. They like that synthy pop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? I had something else. Something that was like
About the
something
show.
pertaining to that. Maybe about the show.
I got thoughts about the show. You can
show
finish
was
your
awesome.
thoughts, though. It is great.
I remember what it was. So we did a cover of "The Promise" by When in Rome,
It was so good.
which was awesome.
It was so good.
I really thoroughly enjoyed playing that song. But I found out later from my mother-in-law, shout out to April, that there is a common misconception that Depeche Mode actually wrote and recorded that song.
Ooh.
She was like, "I love that Depeche Mode song you did." I was like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "Yeah, Depeche Mode." And
I'm offended.
Paul, not you, Paul. Paul, her husband, my
Yeah, yeah.
father-in-law, was like,
Shout out to Paul.
shout out to Paul, yeah. was like, yeah, that Depeche Mode song. Yeah, if you need a friend, don't look to. I was like,
Wow.
no, that's
And they
by
were
When
there,
in Rome.
no offense.
And they were like, no, I'm pretty sure that's by Depeche Mode. And I'm like, oh, well, let me look it up, because maybe they recorded it too. You know, like, give them the benefit of the doubt. So I think I've uncovered, if you Google Depeche Mode, I promise you I will. That's what the kind of the key phrase there. I promise you I will, Depeche Mode. There are like YouTube videos and lyrics links that are When in Rome's The Promise, but they claim that it's Depeche Mode. And so
That's
like
so weird.
They open up a YouTube link. They're like, hey, check this out. This is Depeche Mode. I'm like, no, that's the exact same recording by When in Rome.
That's shady, man. I
So
feel
you know
bad
how like
Yeah.
who did 867?
That hurts me.
875.
Tommy Tutone.
Tommy Two-Tone, but everyone thought it was dang it. There was another artist that everyone thought did that song. So I think I've uncovered that kind of scenario where everyone thinks it might be Depeche Mode,
Yeah.
but it's not.
I've never heard that, but that's also because I always specify when I tell people about that song that it's When in Rome.
You go,
Now, but real, I don't know anything else by When in Rome, but I mean, that's
I have
a
no
solid
clue.
one-hit wonder.
But apparently most people our age roughly, or really anyone that was in pop culture in 2003, it was like, that's that Napoleon Dynamite song.
Yeah, that's right. It's the
That's
end
right.
scene, right, where they're playing.
I have no clue. I've only seen that movie like one time.
Yeah, I've seen it way too many times. It's been a while though.
But anyway,
I don't think I've watched it since I was like 25. But anyway,
I've never seen that movie.
well, band movie night. There we go.
Because I was in school when it came out, it was torture, because you'd go to school and it was just this barrage of people going like, my lips hurt real bad, or like, Tina, eat your dinner, like just in that weird
Make
like
yourself
sort
a
of
dang
Yeah.
quesadilla.
Anyway, Paul, what were your thoughts about the show? I thought it was awesome.
Man, it was stupid. I hated it.
Oh, okay.
No, dude, it was freaking awesome, man. So, I mean, one of the highlights for me was my friend Trevor, who's kind of a big deal, showed up, and I honestly was like, "There's no way that's him." And he was like, "Paul, what's up, man?" And I just started freaking out because I haven't seen him in like 4 years. Because he like tours pretty much full time and records and like does live sound, and he's been on all these crazy tours and seen a bunch of stuff, and so it's super cool, man. And I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous because we used to play together before I went to Nashville, and he did a bunch of gigs for me, sound and playing guitar and some recording and whatever, and really awesome dude. But he's into big leagues, so
Shout out
But
to
he
Trevor.
loved it, man.
First and foremost, shout out
Yeah.
to Trevor. But
Trevor
you know what's crazy about Trevor?
McIntosh.
He kind of just looks like he should be famous, or looks like
So-
he is famous.
No,
He has
let's
that
talk
look.
about this. He looks like Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons. If you do a side-by-side of them, it's
Let me
ridiculous.
look it up. Let me look.
Look it up, and you're going to be like, wow, no way. But anyway, so that was really cool. And he, like, really dug the stuff. We were talking after. He's like, dude, you guys are solid. So he loved the sound. He loved the grooves. Like, it's just sweet, man. So,
I
and
can see
felt
that.
like,
He doesn't.
right?
It's there's some similarity there.
I know.
Man.
But anyway.
Dan Reynolds
and
is
like John,
shirtless
like
a
what
lot.
you were saying, man, just getting to meet some of your friends. They all seemed like super pumped about it. So it's like cool to get honest feedback, because we all know you can kind of tell when people are like, oh, it was great. And it's like they either weren't paying attention or they're just trying to be supportive. But I felt like everyone that we talked to, even some people I didn't know, like genuinely enjoyed our sound and, the cover and just like the whole set. So that was super encouraging, man, because, I mean, we been a band for almost 2 years, so, like, to finally play a show was, like,
Play one show.
a super big deal, man. It felt really good, and then, I mean, Zach, I know you did those couple, you've played, what, twice solo?
As the OK, I've played one show with Nick, one show by myself, and then I played a cover gig, but that was just as me.
That's separate, yeah.
And then us.
'Cause, I mean, I really haven't, I played those couple shows last August in South Carolina with Foxy J, but, I mean, those feel like they were, like, 5 years ago, man.
Yeah.
So it's just, you go from playing shows as much as you can to, like, nothing, and even though, it's only, like, a year or two, it feels like forever. So it's just good to play and have people there who wanted to be there and to jam with y'all. It was, whew, man. Good
Who's
times,
Jamal?
good times. I don't know who that.
I don't know. You said to jam with Jamal.
Y'all jammed with Jamal. Okay, that was a past life. Anyway, I see you, John. But yeah, man. So that was dope. It was just great. I got to try my new snare. That was sweet. I gotta say, it was super cool because I mean, Zach, you were kind of in front of me, so I didn't really get to. I mean,
tried
we
to,
were in sync.
tried to be off to the side a little bit.
You were, but like,
watch the booty. When the booty starts popping,
yeah, I saw that.
The tempo starts
Anyway.
changing.
I think that's why we got paid. The venue was like, all right, there we go. But anyway, no, man, like Nick was on my left and then John was on my right, and there were multiple times where I looked at either one of them and like we were locked in and like grooving. And John, I don't remember what song it was, but you and I were like so in sync. It was sweet. So
I was.
Man. It was all of them.
Yeah.
We were
true.
Perfectly in sync.
True.
No,
yeah. My bad.
I had a fun moment right when we went to start my relay pack. So I have a wireless pack from my guitar to my pedal board.
Yes.
Fell off my guitar strap. And usually that happens. The batteries pop out. I pop them back in. It's fine. I did that, and then all of a sudden it's not relaying anything anymore. So I knocked it out of alignment somehow. And so I had to, John had, luckily, literally had an instrument cable just chilling out by his rig. So I grabbed an instrument cable there. I might have to just go wired again because I don't do a lot of moving around. It's just so nice if you're on a big stage, you can just walk around. But we were not on a big stage. So that was good, but I'm glad it worked out fine. I got to play my Strat. I got to play my Strat for the first time ever. Really in a live setting.
Good. And it looked good too. It just
love that Strat. You know, we started with the T60s, the PV, the PV T60. Nick and I had a matching set, or at least a coordinating set, and I think Nick actually traded his out. But I've still got mine, and I thought that was going to be like my iconic guitar that we played with the OK. But I think I'm going to play the Strat. Dude, I think the Strat might be my thing.
Strat it up, bro.
Because people are always like, "What the heck is that?" And I like that. I like that they're like, whoa.
Yeah. What's that pretty looking thing right there?
Many thanks to my mother. Thank you, Mom, for the Strat. I have to get credit where credit is due, because if I pretend that it's not from my mom, which is awesome, nothing to be like weirded out about. My mom's generous and amazing. But if I'm like, yeah, it's my guitar, and then someone would have find out later, like, oh, his mom gave it to him?
Yeah, because she's so awesome. Duh.
Yeah,
she's basically in
That's
the
band. Thing. People would make it something embarrassing, and it's not. It's awesome.
Nope.
All right.
Correct.
I feel like I'm leaning too far into it now.
My other thing, one of the other highlights was your mom taking a picture with me, being like, I need my other son. And I was like, oh, my gosh. Mailed to my heart. She's so sweet.
She is.
Grandma Linda's sweet, too, though. Oh, my gosh. I've been
Hey, shout out to Grandma Linda.
All week. Grandma Linda. Oh, my gosh, that chocolate pie. Woof. Woof. And them ribs. Who made the ribs, Zach? Who made the ribs?
Linda made the ribs.
Oh, gosh, man. I went on like a 5-minute rant about how good these ribs were and how I picked it up and all the meat fell off. And they were legit fall off the bone ribs. There was not even the slightest speck of meat on that rib. It was so. I mean, after it was cooked with. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, no, it was good times.
It was great. Being a part of a Southern holiday again was wonderful.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Shout out to your wife's family. I mean, it's your family too, but
yeah.
Excellent.
How'd you guys Thanksgiving go? Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving? More or less.
It was okay.
I'm seeing some nods.
Okay.
It was just okay. Was
good.
it the okay?
You don't have to. If it wasn't that great, you don't have to dive into it. That's
it was okay.
Okay, good.
That's fair.
Mine was full of food and gravy. I love gravy. What you got there, Paul?
Oh, I'm about to show y'all. So I had 3 Thanksgivings this year because I got to go to,
including Linda's.
The one with with Grandma Linda last weekend. Yes, good old Cecil Thanksgiving. I got to be an honorary Cecil for a few hours, and it was wonderful. So then yesterday I went with my family. We kept it real small. It was just me, mom, grandma. my aunt and uncle, and then my other uncle. But it's chill. Uncle Bob was there. Shout out to Uncle Bob, which
Shout
is
out to
funny
Uncle Bob.
because apparently I forgot to tell him that we named the last episode after him. She's like, "You gotta send that to me," so I did, and he was super pumped. But yeah, and
Is
then
he gonna listen to it? Does he listen to podcasts?
I mean, not really, but I'll listen to this one. He said he checked out one of them, and he was like, "Yeah, I listened to like 15, 20 minutes, but I just didn't have a clue what you guys were talking about, so I turned it off." And then Bill really dug us, and I guess has been listening to us and telling some people. So shout out to Bill, man.
Awesome.
Anyway, so I did that, and then I was Snapchatting a bunch of goofy stuff because that's what I always do on Thanksgiving.
Snapchat.
And my friend Luke and I was snapping back and forth. He's like, "Yo, come on out. I made food for 20 people, and there's only 3 adults." And I was like, "Bro, what?" So went to Uncle Luke's house. He's not really my uncle, but I call him Uncle Luke because one time he took me to a Ted Nugent concert, and Uncle Ted.
Uncle
and
Ted.
Luke got wasted, so I started calling him Uncle Luke. So anyway,
Remind me about Ted Nugent in a second.
Okay.
Ted
so
Nugget.
anyway, that was freaking great. I had a wonderful time. Delicious food. And then I was texting one of my friends at work because she's Italian, my friend Michelle. Oh, Rick's wife. So now I'm going to do a shout out to Michelle because I told her I would. So,
I'm getting lost,
and
Paul.
all the
There's so many
shout-outs,
people.
man.
Yeah,
Dude,
I feel
I
like
know.
this
I
podcast
just-
has been 90% shout-outs.
But that's okay because it people because they love us, so we're gonna love them back anyway. So Michelle was like, "I made all these pies." I was like, "You better bring some to work tomorrow." So she did, and I would just like to say, I don't know if y'all gonna be able to read this, but first look at this tray, man. There's like 6 different slices of pie in here. So I wrote this note on it. It says, "For Paul, if you touch, you die. XOXO." So anyway,
Yeah.
I would just, I took a peek, but, now to make y'all jealous, I'm just going to, take a
gonna
bite of
eat
each
pie.
one, and it's going to be great.
This reminds me of maybe our first or second podcast where you ate Hershey's chocolate pie. Do you remember that? Oh my gosh.
I did, yeah. All right,
I
so we
love
got
pie.
some. There's lemon. Well, she didn't make this one because this is, in fact, Hershey Sundae pie. I was like, "You didn't make that? That's Hershey Sundae pie by
Hershey Sundae
Edwards.
pie.
You lying." She's like, "Yeah, I bought that one." I was like, "You could make this, though." And then we got cherry, and there's, I think, pecan, and there's pumpkin, and there's apple, and then, no, this is sweet potato. This is pumpkin. That's lemon. And this is cheesecake. She
Oh my
made all
gosh.
of these except this one.
Hey, so what's your guys'
Anyway.
favorite kind of pie?
Chocolate.
Mine is coconut cream.
Grandma Linda's chocolate cream pie.
Oh, she does amazing pie too. Ooh, butterscotch, but I don't get butterscotch a lot. Not a pie guy?
I know I am, but it's
Okay.
hard to say a favorite. Like
Okay.
favorite pie.
Top 5.
Top 5. Oh my
Top
gosh.
5.
Okay.
I mean,
Let's back it up.
okay.
Here, I got my top 5 right now. I'm ready to throw down.
Go back. Go with it.
Coconut cream,
Okay.
butterscotch,
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to throw it down, man.
chocolate. I was trying to
Ew.
decide. Chocolate got to be number 3 because then caramel pie, specifically from O'Charlie's. That stuff is amazing. The number 4
Ooey
spot.
pop.
And then Derby. Derby pie is number 5. Although that should probably be number
Derby
1, but
pie.
I can't pass up coconut pie.
I mean, I respect that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's good stuff.
I feel that. I'm kind of a French silk guy.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Pumpkin pie, my goodness, you can't go wrong with a good
So
pumpkin
we should
pie.
have done top 10 because now I feel like I left some pie out.
Yeah, I think you did. Derby pie is good. Ooey gooey, I'm with you on that one. That's always number 4.
Yeah.
What is ooey gooey pie? Is that a southern thing?
No,
the
the-
O'Charlie's does the
The O'Charlie's caramel.
Oh.
The ooey gooey
Caramel.
I
caramel
think there's
pie.
only like
Caramel?
one O'Charlie's in Michigan, so.
Yeah.
Oh, O'Charlie's is like if
My
you
bad.
want you want good food, but you don't want to go down to the Texas Roadhouse. You know what I'm saying? Go to O'Charlie's.
Amen, brother.
The rolls ain't as good, but it's good eating.
Never mind.
Oh man, people in E-Town really do think though that Texas Roadhouse is the best restaurant you could ever eat.
What the heck?
What do
What
you
the
mean?
heck?
Hold up.
Have you
Y'all
noticed
don't be
that,
messing
John?
with Texas.
Everyone's like Texas Roadhouse is the best thing of all time. It's
No.
really good. It's really good, but it's not the
I love
best
Texas
restaurant to ever
Roadhouse.
exist.
It's good. It's good. No doubt.
Where
But
else
the-
are you going to get steak at a good price at that good of quality?
O'Charlie's. No.
All right, we're going to Old Charlie's next time down.
Rafferty's.
Listen, I throw down. I go
What
to
is
Ruth's
that?
Chris every time.
Rafferty's is a chain
we don't got
restaurant.
that up
Dude,
here.
I like their steaks better than I like
Yeah, Rafferty's has good.
Okay. We're
Yeah.
going because I feel like when I lived in
You've
South
never been to
Carolina, there was a
Rafferty's?
Rafferty's. No, everyone was like, don't go there. And same
no,
with
it's
that
good.
Fats Cafe. They were like, oh, don't go there.
I don't know anything about fats.
Maybe that's deep down in the South. But anyway, so we're going to Rafferty's and we're going to Old Charlie's next
let's
time.
do
I'm
it.
down.
Well, then when we're up there, we've got to go to Chicken Shack.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a good segue into what I was going to talk about. So I
here we
wrote a
go.
couple blogs today. Today being 3 days ago. What is today? Friday?
Yeah.
3 days ago.
It is Friday.
We're in the time continuum, so this is Monday right now.
Correct.
So I wrote some blogs 3 days ago.
Blogs.
Excuse me. And just kind of recounted what went down during our October trip. And then a little weekend recap for the show. I didn't talk a whole lot about like very specific stuff for the show. I just wanted record that it happened. But you said you were like, Chicken Shack is pretty good. We're not going there. I'm still upset about that.
That's because you guys were like, oh, I want to get back to your house and get my car and go home.
Wait, no, that's not even true.
Yeah.
That was on. I was talking about on the way
I'll
up.
get lunch on the way.
Yeah, I was ready to go home, dude. I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't have one satisfying fast food meal the whole time I was traveling. People kept shutting places down.
But that stuff we cooked was great.
Yes, that was amazing. So what I'm encouraging people to do, go check out that blog. Because honestly, I wrote a very thorough blog about our time up in Michigan. But I did talk about Fred Bear.
Good old Fred.
To be honest, I had never heard Fred Bear. And
That's a jam, bro.
it's quite the song. John, are you familiar with Fred Bear?
I am not familiar with this song. So,
it is intense. I was expecting it to be kind of just chilled out, but no, Ted Nugent went hard.
Okay.
For Fred Bear.
Uncle Ted don't mess around.
Check that out.
Ted White and Blue, baby. Ted White and Blue.
But so John,
Zach, real quick, where can we find said blogs at?
Oh, well, that's great. Funny you should ask. wearetheok.com/blog. Real easy.
wearetheok.com/blog.
But John, I think we talked about this briefly because I made these little buttons for everybody, or like the original 3, so to speak. Because Paul, while he was asleep, woke up and immediately said, "Fred, don't knock me over," which everyone is aware of because we talked about it on the last podcast. But I'm still confused by it. But he was in a hammock and he's just like, "Fred, don't knock me over."
Why are you confused? It makes perfect sense.
I guess
I was half asleep. I thought a bear was going to come knock me out. I was thinking about bears. I thought about Fred Bear. I named the bear that clearly was coming to knock me over Fred, and I told him not to knock me over. And guess what? He didn't. He went back in the woods, barked up some other tree.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you, John.
Have I told the story
He
on the
probably
podcast?
went to Uncle Bob's and tried to knock his stuff over.
He did, and Bob was like, "Get out of here."
We all know what Uncle Bob said.
Have I told you guys a story about Taylor and I almost getting attacked by a bear that wasn't there? Mm-hmm. Have I told that story in the podcast before? I'm probably, just in case I have, I'll tell it briefly. So we went to Gatlinburg, and we thought we were on a hiking trail, but it turns out we were just on a road. But the road was like a steep decline, right? Just headed downward. And so eventually we had to hike the road back up. So we ended up actually going somewhere cool, but long story short, on our way back, it's terrible because walking uphill sucks, right? And this guy in a car slows down, stops. He's like, "Did you guys see the mama bear and the 2 cubs?" We're like, "No." He's like, "Well, it's heading this way." And then he just takes off. So we're
What
like,
a guy.
We're going to die. So I'm freaking out. Taylor's freaking out. We're trying to like sprint uphill. It's not working because I'm not athletic. And I'm like, I know if this bear comes around and tries to attack us, I have to take one for the team and die so that Taylor can get away. And we ended up not seeing a bear at all. But
That's love right there.
that was a rough one. We didn't do any more hiking during that trip.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it was rough.
But you know what you
Oh,
could have done
I
if
tell
you
ya.
did see the bear?
What?
Fred, don't eat me.
Yeah.
Don't knock me
Backed
over.
up.
Don't knock me over, Fred.
That's right.
All right, so we're about to take our commercial break, and again, there won't be any commercials. But before we do,
There's always commercials.
so I am obsessed right now. Mountain Dew has a flavor. Have you guys seen this? Gingerbread. This is not an ad, by the way. Mountain
Bro,
Dew
what?
gingerbread snapped. It's gingerbread flavored Mountain Dew. And
I bet it tastes better than Ale 8.
I actually really like it. Nick, actually, I've made everyone try this. I made all my coworkers try it. I made my brother try it. He hated it, and he made fun of me for it all Thanksgiving. Honestly, to a point where I was starting to get personally offended, but that's okay.
Oh,
Love you, Nick. It's okay that you don't like
we'll
gingerbread
we'll
soda.
talk that out next
Shout
episode.
out to Nick. Shout out to Nick.
Shout out to Nick.
Hey, Nick.
And
Nick,
so
I want a tattoo
I'm gonna
of this
crack
new
this
Mountain
open.
Dew.
Yep. And honestly, it's
That was a good
really
crack.
good. The first sip, I guarantee you're going to hate. I think it might be an
Okay.
acquired taste, actually, but I've had no less than 40 ounces of this in the past week.
I'm proud of you. Why would I not like the first sip?
It honestly, you taste it and you're like, oh no, that's not good.
Interesting.
It literally tastes like if you were drinking ginger ale by itself and drinking Mountain Dew by itself and somehow just got a little bit of both. It does not blend well.
Interesting.
You
I
are not.
want to try this.
I'm just saying
selling
you're
it.
not selling me on how great this is.
Listen, you just got to do the do.
Okay.
Whoa, there it is.
There it is.
Available.
So,
at your
okay,
local
hold
grocery
up.
store.
I
in the
want to
soda
know.
section.
I want to know. We should taste test that, and then we should taste test regular Mountain Dew mixed with like ALA, and then do another one with Burners, and then do another one with
Oh, yeah.
Seagrams, and then just mix all the Mountain Dew with
Well, there's
popular
definitely.
ginger ales.
It's not just ginger. There's definitely something about it that tastes like gingerbread. Like it's Christmassy. It's not just ginger, you know?
Nutmeg,
Yeah, probably nutmeg.
a hair
But
from
I like it.
Santa's beard.
And I don't know what this would. I'm trying to calculate it out. So my stepfather's brother, step uncle,
Okay.
is that a thing?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean it is now. Great band name. That'd be a
He
great
happened
ska
to
name.
have had a 12-pack of thrashed apple Mountain Dew that he didn't realize wasn't regular Mountain Dew. So at Thanksgiving, I had a can of thrashed apple and a can of gingerbread snapped, and I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, wait, thrashed apple.
Thrashed apple. It's just apple flavored
That sounds
Mountain Dew.
so metal.
I think they tried to make it like a really intense, like the marketing plan for it is very metal, you know?
Interesting.
Well, look, I mean, look at
Thrashed apple Mountain Dew.
this. The gingerbread man has a mohawk. And this one's got an
Whoa!
eye patch.
Dang.
Anyway.
They're like pirate Mountain Dew or gingerbread man. Heck.
I love it. I love
Anyway,
it.
I actually really
Do you
like
imagine
this Mountain Dew.
piratey gingerbread man? That's crazy. All drinking the
Well,
Mountain
Gingerbread
every-
man pirates.
Every Christmas, my daughter makes ninja gingerbread man, but
Oh,
she
nice.
always makes them with like arms broken off and like they've been chopping each other up. It's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, she's metal.
I might come drop buttons.
You know what I've decided this year? So every year at my in-laws' house, Taylor and I and her sister Morgan, and if Morgan happens to have a boyfriend, which she does right now, we kind of team up and make a gingerbread house, and we kind of compete.
Okay. Respect.
This year, I realized there's a trick. Sorry, guys, the Mountain Dew is getting to me.
Nah.
You're not going to eat the gingerbread house. So I'm going to super glue it together
Yes.
and then decorate it.
Yeah. dude.
Yes.
I don't know how I never thought of that before the age of 26, but it's
We're
happening.
out here, guys.
It's happening.
Paul, why aren't you sharing any of that pie with us? I'm just really kind of jealous right now watching you eat that pie.
I'm
I'm
really
over here
wishing I had
waiting.
taken pie home.
For the opportune moment, and then I was going to tell you which ones were my favorite.
Oh,
Yeah.
tell us which one's your favorite. We got 4 minutes.
So clearly, I've been going in. As you can see, they all have bites out of them. So I actually think the pumpkin's my favorite. It is like just so pumpkin-y and delicious, and the texture is absolutely perfect. But the apple is a very close second. So I'm going to go pumpkin, apple, sweet potato just under that, and then the cherry. And then I don't really like pecan pie. It's good for pecan pie. I just don't really like pecan pie.
I forgot.
And
I am or pecan.
I'd say pecan.
Pecan. It's pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Okay.
Yeah, like you're peeking out the window to look at some pecans.
Pecan.
Anyway,
Pecan.
and then you see how I just totally averted your question because anyway. And then the lemon. So like I like lemonade, and that's probably about the only lemon flavored thing I like. I mean, I like lemon and water. Well, no, I like lemon pepper chicken. I'm very picky with lemon pies. Like, I don't know. It's just this is good though. I couldn't eat it all the time. These other ones, I'd probably take them any day of the week. So, and the cheesecake, I mean, it's great cheesecake, but it's on a different level, so I'm not going to rate it. I would need Michelle to make me 5 other cheesecakes so I could compare. But it's some good stuff. I'm going to try not to eat this whole tray tonight, but I'm not.
That's crazy, man.
You're going to eat the whole tray tonight. Let's be honest.
Well, so one time Taylor brought home some pie, and the way she said it, it sounded like it was all for me to enjoy, right? It was four slices of pie, so like half a pie. And I had planned on starting a diet the next day, so I sat down with these 4 slices and just went to town. Like I ate all 4. Turns out 2 of them were for me. 2 of them were for her to enjoy at her convenience. So not only did I eat her pie, but I was like that slob sitting on the couch like, I finished the pie, you know? And that still kind of haunts me a little bit that I did that. Because
what
honestly,
kind of pie was it?
Zach, after
Probably
20 years of
chocolate.
marriage, if that's the worst thing you do in your marriage, you're winning, okay?
Woo!
Tell you what.
Zach, you're winning.
No,
That's
I'm just
great.
kidding.
Oh, we're going to edit that out. Just kidding.
Edit that out. Yep.
Depends on the pie. What kind of pie was it?
I think it was chocolate.
See,
I'm
now,
not so
okay,
sure.
when you say chocolate pie, are you just talking it's just like just chocolate creamy thing in a pie, or is it like chocolate fudge, or like chocolate pudding pie, or like chocolate cream pie, or like it's a chocolate bar?
I'm not totally sure.
Just in a pie crust?
Linda makes pie, and it is chocolate flavored, and beyond that, I'm not sure.
The one I had.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious. Chocolate is such a vague world,
Chocolate.
So, I mean, is it milk chocolate? Is it dark chocolate? Is it a mix? Is it?
I don't know. The world may never know. But I ate 4 slices of it, and I regret it partially.
It's good stuff, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back.
Commercial
in just a
break.
Few moments.
I want that job.
What happened?
That right.
The recording in progress.
Recording in
job?
progress. I want to be that voice, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to be a Siri voice.
I've got a pretty decent voice, guys. Like, I feel like I got a pretty decent one.
Zach, I can see you on the radio or hear you on the radio. Paul, you will never be a Siri voice. Never. No, you will be.
I'm gonna prove you wrong.
Paul could.
You will be like the Waves app where you can get the extra voice.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's what I want.
Here's the crazy guy.
Well, that's the point I'm trying to make.
That's actually
guys.
what I want.
I think it's really just whoever decided they were going to do it. Because like there's always some random guy, there's to be a commercial, and then the end, it's not even a fast talking guy anymore. It's just some random guy. He's like, participation may vary. Like, and that's it. Like, that's the guy. Like, how much they pay him? Do they pay him $100 for that? I'd do that. You pay me $100.
I want to be the guy who reads all the side effects for the medication that you're about to take, and make sure that if you're allergic to it, you shouldn't take it. That's what I want.
I was just gonna say, you mean the drug that causes more things than it fixes? Oh,
yes.
Look at that.
This
right, we
dry
won't go
eye
too far into
medication
that,
may cause blindness.
Are you depressed? Try this medication. May cause depression.
Wow.
dude.
Yeah, that's some rough stuff. Hey,
It blows my mind.
I got this. I want to be not real serious, but kind of serious for a moment. We have a song called
All right, I
"Getting
gotta
Better."
go.
Okay. We have a song called "Getting Better" that makes mention of the use of prescription medication, and I just want to be clear that my intention for that song was not to make less of how medication can help people. It was more about describing the my personal misuse of it, right? My relationship to that medication while it was prescribed and being taken accordingly, it didn't work for me. And that was the point I was trying to make. Find something that works for you and helps you. I'm not saying not to take medication. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I took it the way you intended it.
Well, I think
that's
I hope
pretty
people
clear,
will.
but I think it's a good clarification.
And I hope it opens up dialogue. I hope people want to talk about it. But
Yeah,
I was on mood pills for a while, and they didn't do to me what I hoped they would do. And eventually I reached a point in my life that I felt I didn't need them anymore. And so that was my experience. That's all I can speak from.
and then you wrote a great song about it.
I feel like that song is pretty awesome.
It is. It is.
That one was powerful, man. I mean, I can't wait to record that.
I almost just choked on that ginger Mountain Dew. Oh, that was bad.
Ew.
Whew. Okay.
Now, again, you're not selling us on this, Zach. You tell us how great it is, how terrible it tastes, and now that it's trying to kill you. I'm not.
I feel like
Ginger Snap, Mountain Dew. Side effects may include coughing on your podcast.
Yeah, I feel like it's when you're just like, oh, that is nasty. Smell that. That's so gross. Like you're.
Yeah.
It's almost that
Totally.
where I actually really do enjoy the Mountain Dew, but it's almost like I suffer through it a little bit. I feel like I enjoy this Mountain Dew the way some people would enjoy like a good Scotch. They're like, oh, it
I
burns
love
a little bit,
Scotchy,
but they're like,
Scotch. Here it go down into my belly.
But I speak completely out of inexperience. I've never had alcohol in my life, so
Same.
yeah, straight edge for life. I'm straight edge without even realizing I am. I'm like not even part of the movement, but I'm making it happen, guys.
I mean, respect.
But
anyway,
all right, let's thinking. What's our next segment of this podcast? It's going to be something awesome.
well, I wanna talk one more thing about my third and final Thanksgiving that I had this year.
Okay.
So, because I meant to say it earlier, but I forgot, and then I remembered.
Do it.
So, Uncle Luke's kids wanted to play board games, which I love those kids to death. They're adorable. But when they want to play board games, 90% of the time they set it up and everyone gets like 2 turns and then they just start like tearing it down and they go grab another one. It's great. Anyway, we played Candyland. And I'm not talking like the new one. I'm talking the OG, like 1980s or whatever it was. Like the box is all taped up, but the board and like the pieces are still in prime condition. Like the cards got a little yellow to them, but like they're still, not really creased or anything. I freaking love that game, man. But I gotta say, some of those characters are pretty flippin' trippy, man.
That's what I was going to say.
Like Gloppy.
Yeah,
Gloppy
what the heck is up with Gloppy?
Bro, he's kind of freaking, and
He's
he's
scary.
molasses. He looks like poop. And then there's like the little fudgicle things on the side, and I'm like, who makes molasses popsicles? If that's a thing, I'm not aware, and I want to try one because I do enjoy molasses.
There it is.
But
Where is it?
he looks just like a big old happy pile of poop. And
he really
if you look
looks
on the
like it.
directions, he's got like a pizza tie, but he's not wearing the tie on the board. And I'm like, what is this false advertising?
Yeah, what
I
happened
feel
to
like
his
I've been
tie?
lied to. What?
What happened to his tie? I want to know the
Well,
story.
someone ate it because
Right,
it was pizza,
You have, let's,
but that's not in the
You're-
storyline. I'm just all mad about this. I feel like I've been
we'll
lied
go
to.
through some Candyland discourse here. So you got Gloppy,
Yes, who
You got
looks like a pile
looks
of
like Dookie. You got Grandma Nut. You got no, that's just trees. Lord Licorice.
Yeah, he's kind of weird looking. He looks like that
He
weird
looks
kid
like the
kidnapper
Count.
in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. That's what he looks like.
Wow.
He's a bad guy.
You got Plumpy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Lord of the Underworld, maybe. Like
Plumpy
Timmy.
is a plum.
anyway.
Plum's not even a candy, for one.
Yeah. What's
have-
the plum guy?
Plumpy.
Oh, he's called Plumpy the Plum.
They really went out. They really reached far for that one. Plumpy the Plum.
All right.
Could you imagine
Anyway, I don't
sitting
wanna-
in that meeting like, guys, wait, the plum, I got an idea. Plumpy. Whoa! Be great. Anyway, was that all of them?
Hold on. Sorry, Paul. What are you saying?
All right, was that all the characters? Did we get them all?
Nah, we didn't get. I'm over it.
Oh. Princess Lollipop.
I'm more interested in
King
your story than
Candy?
I am in talking about all the characters. But
I mean, that was really it. We just played Candyland, and outside of the fact that every time I drew a card, every other time I only got to move one or I got to move two. There was one time I got a double and I got to move 10 spaces, but I was legit like 50 spaces behind everybody. And there were 4 adults and 2 children playing, and it was kind of embarrassing. I felt like it was rigged against me. And y'all know I got that color deficiency thing. I was dude, no, this is terrible. And I legit thought they were making fun of me. I pull the first card, right? And I'm like, sweet, red. And they're like, this orange. And I'm like, guys, do not mess with me right now. And I go to put it on the orange one and or red one. See, now I don't even remember which one it was. I got it wrong, whatever it was. I think I thought it was red, and they said it was orange. But anyway, it was really embarrassing. I got the blues and purples right, but every time I drew a red or an orange, I was like, you guys got to help me here. It was bad. So, but I was also thinking it would be pretty cool. So I've never really been like a graphics tees guy unless it's like a band shirt. Like I've always been pretty against graphic tees. But then I watched Stranger Things when it came out, and I was like, I kind of want a Stranger Things t-shirt. I still haven't bought one, but I wanted one. And then my brother showed me that $6 and there's one of like Jesus riding on a T-Rex, and I keep telling myself I'm going to buy it one of these days. But anyway, I was like, I would get a Stranger Things t-shirt because I really dig Stranger Things. And I was like, I would get a Labyrinth t-shirt because that's my favorite movie, and that's super 80s. And I was like, man, if I had a whole collection of Candyland t-shirts and I could just wear a different Candyland character every day, that would be so sweet. Like the day I'm going to the Chinese buffet, going to wear the Gloppy t-shirt because we all know what's going to happen when I get home. So
I don't know that I would.
Anyway.
I don't know that I would wear assorted Candyland T-shirts. I think maybe one.
Dude,
I
I
could
totally
pull it
would.
off.
Next show, I suppose I could just get one with all of it. Dude, what if I got one that was like the board?
You could do
That'd
that.
be sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. So anyway, Christmas ideas. You're welcome.
I'll see what I can do.
Sorry.
I really want to play Dungeons and Dragons. Speaking of Stranger Things and board games.
Okay. All right.
I know that's really
I won't
nerdy.
judge you.
I'm not like
Doesn't Nick
super.
play D&D?
No, he played World of Warcraft. Specifically, I think StarCraft.
Oh,
which is slightly
I
different.
played D&D twice
You've played it?
in my life.
and
Twice. It's a lot of fun if you're playing with the right people.
Right.
And
And
some people take that stuff like it's life.
That's
And-
my thing is
Yeah, you can't.
I'm not
Listen,
that into.
Listen, I play game to win. I am a competitor. If we're playing tiddlywinks, you better bring your A game. But I'm telling you right now, I'm also not flipping over boards. I'm not screaming at people. I'm like, let's have fun. Let's have fun doing it, right? And like some people take that stuff too serious. Like it becomes life to them. And I was like, that you are not a class 4 wizard. Get over it.
dude, and like the money in D&D, like people that buy like the boards and the garb and like drop thousands of dollars. I'm like, look, everyone's got that thing and that's cool, but I just don't understand it because, but
it
I mean,
seems so
respect
fun to
to
me.
the thing.
Yeah, and I'm not that into like fantasy type things. Like back in the day, I really liked dragons. I thought dragons were super cool, but I'm not into like world building and I'd rather have like a dungeon master tell me what's up. Like, oh, explain that to me, please. Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I have never tried it, and I really just want to try it.
My brother, shout out to Drew and his awesome wife, Erin. Shout out to Drew and Erin. I'm great at shout-outs, guys. I kind of just want to do a shout-out podcast and just call it Paul's Shout-Out Podcast. But anyway.
That'd be awesome.
Cool. Thank you. I'm glad you guys approve. I'll give you shout outs on the first episode for your
thank you.
support.
Thank you.
Anyway, they started playing D&D like 2 years ago, and I totally like ripped on them. I'm like, cool, nerds. But then they were like, I really think you'd enjoy it. And I was like, I really think you don't know me as well as you should for being your brother. And then like a month later, he was like, I really think you'd enjoy this. So I've like loosely thought about it, but I just don't know, man. It seems like all the people I know that play D&D, and I respect the schedule, and I'm all for make plans and honor those plans. But it amazes me that people are like, oh, yeah, I'm busy that day. We're playing D&D, and it's probably going to be like 8 hours. And it blows my mind because I'm like, if I'm going to commit that much time, I'm probably going to do like multiple things. Or it's like, you know, I've told people to be like, oh, I can't, you know, I got a gig. Or like, oh, I got band practice. Like, that's important because that's career related. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really know anyone that's like making a career out of playing D&D. I'm sure there probably are people because you can make a career out of playing anything.
Something out there. Yeah.
I don't think it's like, I don't know. I don't know if there's kids in school that are like, when I grow up, I want to be a dungeon master.
Yeah.
And there could
Maybe.
be. And I'm not like
probably
dissing that.
is.
I don't understand.
Hey,
and
listen,
it amazes
listen.
me.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad was like, don't play those video games too much. You can never make a career out of it. And now there's people who are career video game players. So
And they're millionaires.
anything's possible.
Yeah, they're richer than I am.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I will say this.
It's true.
My first experience playing D&D, though, we had a mandatory fun day at work. Okay. And they put this one guy at work who was in charge of it. And so he set up, he's a big into D&D, and he brought all his different dice and everything. And everybody came in and he set it up like we were in the office and there was a zombie apocalypse. And you went about like in the town and tried to survive, and you each had one special skill, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah,
That's
That sounds
my only
like
experience.
a good time, actually.
It wasn't Dungeons and Dragons. It was like some other tabletop RPG, but it was set up as a murder mystery.
okay.
Like, we were in high school at the time, so it made sense. But we were all high school students that went away to a cabin, and someone died.
I've seen this movie. Never mind. I'm sorry.
But anyway, long story short, our goal was to figure out who was the murderer. And this is where I know I'd be really annoying with people who take it seriously. Because at some point that day, which it was just for funsies anyway, it wasn't like a big deal. They said, Zach, you're splitting up to go search in the woods or something. I was like, what the heck? Why? And then I was like, hey, wait a minute. Can you roll to try to kill other people even if you don't think you're the killer? They were like, I mean, yeah. And I was like, I try to kill that person. And I failed. I failed. I didn't roll it. So then everyone was like, Zach's the killer for sure. And I wasn't. The pressure got to me, and I just tried to kill someone else. I was
Dude,
like,
I love it.
we're in the woods. I was like, kill that person. And they're like, nope, didn't happen.
You're voted off the island.
Yeah, but
Oh, man.
as soon as you start trying to kill off other characters, that's when they're like, this is not fun anymore. He needs to go.
Yeah. Dang.
That's awesome.
Oh gosh,
Times.
guys.
Good times,
Oh
man.
man.
Nice.
Where are we sitting at right now? 56, 50-ish minutes.
Yeah, about 56.
Yeah, it feels like a. You guys got any? Well, we always got to look. You got anything fun you guys want to talk about? Before
This has been fun in and of itself. So
It always is. I look forward to the podcast.
Yeah.
I was really excited about the snowman cookie wrap too. So
yeah,
we gotta record that.
I feel like
It's gonna be on
that's
the next
pretty awesome.
album. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty good at intros. I have a 20 episode
have a
proven
knack for
track
that.
record. Except the one time I didn't have anything. It was weird, but
Yeah, you've always got something. So,
yup.
with that being said, let's. So we are. What's next? What's coming up for the OK? We got.
Well,
that's what I was going to ask. I was going to ask that. What's next?
hey, Zach, tell us what's next.
Oh, sure. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep doing a monthly podcast. That's a given.
Bam.
I think blogs
Till
are
the
back
day we
as long as
die.
we keep doing stuff that we need to blog about. But we're not gonna do them every week.
Yeah.
That's kind of been like the idea anyway.
True.
And we are gonna try to play as many shows as possible. I think
Yep.
that sounds right.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to get in shape. That has nothing to do
Same.
with you guys.
I start
but
a diet
I'll see
on
what
Sunday.
happens. You can only be so beefy,
Yeah. I just want to play drums shirtless, as long as my mom's
Yeah.
not at the show, because she'll yell at me like the one time I tried to do that when I was 16.
Well, you. Oh man, I don't know if I'd get in trouble, but I don't know that people want to see me shirtless doing stuff.
Well, now they don't. I mean, with me, so I'm gonna
right
slim
now
down
for
and
me,
get some
yeah.
ink. But it's cool. But anyway, I mean,
yeah.
are we?
I think that's really priority number one. Like above all else, because we can play shows again, we're just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should put out a new song next year.
I think next year we
been
should
a
at least
minute.
release a song.
Yeah. Maybe
And,
one of them covers.
we'll see what happens.
original.
And an original.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
talk
we could
about
do
it.
two
We'll talk
in
about it.
12 months. I'm not saying we're going
I'm not
to.
saying we
just getting the
can't.
people
I'm just
hyped.
saying. I want to have a. Yeah, I think we got to have
Secretly, I said that so everyone who listens to this is like, oh, wow, Paul's got a great idea. Maybe we should just comment on all the OK pages every day till they give us a song. Wow, what a great idea.
Yeah.
That's just me creating chaos.
Oh,
It's a northern
speaking
thing.
of commenting on things, I'm not saying this to brag, but it's kind of blowing my mind. So, when COVID hit and we were all home alone and all that fun stuff, or home,
Great movie.
yeah, I don't know. I said home alone. We're all stuck at home. Whatever. That wasn't all that terrible to be stuck at home. Like, as far as hard things to do goes, that wasn't all that hard to do.
Yeah.
But I started putting out music like everyone else, just little cover videos and stuff. And I did one of The Comeback Kid by The Midnight. And I love the song. It's a good song. I obviously covered it for a reason. It was like a quick one take sort of deal. Did a little mixing on it. I, to this day, get a comment about once a month, every 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. Like, oh, this is awesome. Great cover or whatever. I'm like, none of my other videos are getting this kind of traction. So I'm always just really baffled by that. But I got another one today. I was like, what? People still watching this thing?
Dude, look at you go, man.
Look at me go. Anyway, that's what I'm saying.
That was a good cover.
I'm going to
And-
become a midnight cover band.
Dude, I haven't watched that one in a while, and I'm going to watch it when we get off here, and then I'm going to drop a comment.
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
You wait. It's gonna be
Like,
great.
comment, subscribe below.
Smash that subscribe button.
But I mean, we're just,
Anyway.
I think to put it really plainly, we're just going to do that stuff that bands are supposed to do.
Whoa!
Yeah. Play music.
I like
Play
it.
music, yeah.
Play
Dude,
music.
I'm down. Play the tunes.
Yeah.
It'll be great. Yeah. Don't get involved with politics, man. Just play the gig.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all know what that's from? I'll be real impressed if you do.
Something about Ted Nugent?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh, wow.
Muppet.
Yep, you're welcome. Yep.
Hey, I wonder if
halfway through the movie, it's a great time.
if we inspired anyone to watch The Country Bears or Master of Disguise.
We were supposed to watch it. Okay. I'm going to take some
We were
time
screen
off.
printing shirts.
I know. I'm going to take time off, and we're going to... Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to get into town. We're going to jam, and then we're going to go to Rafferty's, and then
Okay.
we're going to watch The Country Bears and whatever other movie that I already forgot that we were supposed to watch.
Country Bears, Master of Disguise, and Tropic Thunder.
Wasn't there one other one we mentioned tonight, I thought, in the beginning of the podcast? That was
Tonight?
like, band movie night. Yeah, I thought so. I could be crazy.
I don't remember talking about bad movies tonight.
Oh, none of those movies you just said are bad. Those are like all my
Yeah, those are all
favorites.
good movies.
I'm offended. Just kidding. I'm Northern. We don't get offended.
Are you offended or just
But
northern?
anyway. Ha, ew. I want to make a whole line of T-shirts and stuff that's like, are you blah, 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 or just Northern?
Wow.
It'll be great. Anyway.
Have you? The
Yeah.
last thing I'll say, and I guess I am one person to bring up like memes and stuff. But have you seen the map? I don't know if it's a real map or not, but it was apparently the most Googled recipes in the United States, and like all of the southern states are blank because they didn't Google any recipes. I don't know if that
I
was
love
real,
it.
but I was like, "That's what's up."
That sounds real.
I don't know how to cook
Man.
anything.
I
Anyway,
do love the South.
the Mountain Dew is gone, my friends.
Well, this pie ain't gone. I'm almost in a
Well,
coma,
Paul,
so I stopped.
we'll end the podcast so that you can really do some work on that pie. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Dude, this was great, as always.
John, thanks for coming on. I'm glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here, man.
John, thanks for playing that show, too. It was awesome, man.
Dude, I can't say thank you guys enough for having me.
And now is the time where we have America vote whether we keep. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? That's terrible. I'm sorry. That's actually really inappropriate.
No, I love it. That's great.
No, after the show, like Nick came up to me and he's like, "So, did you have a good time? I think we sounded good." I was like, "Yeah, man, it was great. I think we really killed it." And he was like, "How would you like to do this like with us all the time?" And I was like, "Man, yeah." And he's like, "Good. I think we're gonna let you in the band." I was like, "So that was my audition, was the live show." Okay,
the
cool.
Entire live
like
show,
if I'd have known that.
Well, we didn't vote on you yet, so don't.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta mail my vote in. It's safe for that.
Let me know how that goes.
Paul's got to put in an absentee ballot, and no, I think we got a good thing going. I think we just keep rolling. Keep making music.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah.
Paul, do you have an exit strategy for this thing?